Hello, everybody. So I've been wanting to address a few things with everybody, and so instead of bringing everybody together for a store meeting, I've been advised to share with you guys the best I can. I figure this might be a little easier than sending out a bunch of text messages to you. Believe me, doing a video of myself is the last thing I want to do, but I do want to make sure that we're all on the same page. So if you'll bear with me, I'll try to keep this as short as I can, but address the things that we need to go over. So the first thing, the topic that's on everybody's mind is the coronavirus, everything. There's been a lot of questions. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of answers. I will start by saying that tomorrow there's supposed to be a management Skype conference call for all of us, and I will know more about the direction of what the company's doing. For a few things that I do know now, one thing is that they have implemented an emergency, I think 8 hours per person for anybody who is experiencing the symptoms. That is to be taken advantage of by people who think that they have the symptoms common with the coronavirus, the dry cough, the aches, the fever, things like that. A lot of things similar to the normal flu. I think everybody's been watching the news and knows what's going on, but they put that. As far as being able to tell you what the company's doing for this, they have sent out an official COVID-19 communication. Basically what it says is that if there are any business, employment related questions or comments related to COVID-19 coronavirus, please email, that's rmbucovid@circlek.com. That's to include your name, contact information, store number, and reason for the email. Contacting reasons should be all required medical documentation relating to the emergency relief pay. That's that 8 hours I was mentioning. Questions about COVID-19 and processes for the store. Questions about COVID-19 and additional for anybody who has any for employees. Notices from local agencies regarding it, and anything and everything that you want to know or share about related to the response of COVID-19. If you have questions about what the company is doing, if you have questions about their stance, if you have questions about what's going on in the future, I don't really have the answers right now, but feel free to take care of it yourself. Contact them. They said that emails will be fielded by the HR team, and they will respond directly to you. So unfortunately, that's what I have now. As far as what I know on local, they are for shipping out on our Core-Mark trucks, additional hand sanitizer. We're going to be trying to get it all put out by the pumps. We're going to have one in the store. I definitely recommend taking advantage of the one that's by the register whenever you handle money or you talk to somebody, whatever it is. I use it all the time when I'm up there. Speaking of while at work, one of the big things that we are needing to work on are our store standards. We had a great mystery shop. I appreciate that. We had a 96%, but as far as the only reason we got counted off was for a pump being down. So we did an awesome job. We are moving on to, for those of you that have not seen it, a standardized shift duty sheet. This is on a clipboard that's going to stay at the front. This is for everybody to use, and it's for 1 month at a time. There are 4 sheets, shifts 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then an additional duty sheet. Each shift is required to take care of the tasks and the duties that are on this list. There are the dates at the top. That's for the day of the month. And then you put your initial as you've done it. Put your initial where that goes. This is to keep us all on task and to make sure that people are accountable for who said, well, they did it, well, they did it, well, they did it. This is going to avoid any of confusion on that. So please take care of this. I'm trying to keep this for the whole month. When we're done with it for the month, I am actually have to turn it into management, and they're going to keep track and keep record. So whenever they show up and something's not done, there is an accountability log here of who was supposed to take care of it. As far as shifts on the register, we got that new book after we had our OPEX reset, and there's the different folders with the bags that say shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to clear something up. While we say we have 3 shifts, the working shifts, what those bags are is that each shift is supposed to use, each employee is supposed to use a shift bag. So say there's 2 people on first shift, that's 2 different shifts. And then so on for the rest of the day. So if we've got 5 people running register in one day, we'll use 5 different ones. Don't put 2 people's paperwork on one shift, because then it gets all mixed together and I have to go through and separate it. So use 1 person per shift bag / folder. So we'll do that going forward. Let's see. So our store standards, with these shift duties, these lists, it breaks down how we're going to be doing the cooler. You can take a look on here, but this is something that is a big thing right now. Our foot traffic is really slow. 75% of our sales inside come from what's in that cooler, and that cooler is not being maintained the way we need it to be. Our business is down. It has been for a while. It was before this pandemic, and we are trying to adjust to it. We need to make sure the product that we have in store is in stock and ready for the customers at all times. So when you are working your shift, if you look at the shift log here, you will be able to see that what coolers you are responsible for, and we need to take care of those. All of these are important, but the cooler is something that we'll start having repercussions for if we're not getting that done. It might take running back and forth, but it is something we definitely need to take care of. So please pay extra attention to that and make sure that we are getting the cooler stocked. For the sanitation, we need to be wiping down our fountain machine, our coffees, our countertops, our sales counters, all of that, even more than we normally do. The sanitizer solution, we do have some on hand. That's the white bottle with the yellow writing on it that we mix up for the little red bucket and for the squirt bottles. We need, any idle time that you have, we need to make sure that we are going around sanitizing everything that we might come in contact with, things that we might kind of use it like Lysol, like anything that you think people are putting their hands on, the door rails, the door handles, the sales counters, all of that stuff needs to be sprayed down. It's for their protection, and it's especially for our protection because we have to be here too. That kind of goes for the bathrooms too. I was telling, I said something about how we need to at least check the bathrooms every hour. When you check it, if you would, even if the bathroom is not dirty and you don't have to clean it, please just spray down the sink handles, and just do it takes literally 10 seconds just to spray and wipe down the couple of contact points, just to keep that sanitation process going at all times. Again, we're here all the time. We need to be protecting ourselves from the people coming in as well. One of the last things I want to talk about, things are a little weird out there right now. We're going on a couple weeks now of this coronavirus, and some people are being made where they can't go to work. People are worried about having food. They're worried about having toilet paper or anything like that. Our business traffic is down, and the robberies and thefts and fraud attempts, they're all up. They're on the rise. Unfortunately, I think this is probably something that's going to get worse before it gets better, but that's just a personal opinion. That's not the company talking, but we've obviously lost money by somebody coming in and saying that they had a gun, even though they didn't present it. They robbed us. I worked a couple overnights this last week. I had 3 guys come in and grab a couple armfuls of stuff and a case of beer and run out. This stuff is going to happen. I need you to do your best to keep calm. The number one thing I'll say about it is, if you feel that you are in danger, please use the police as an asset. If a crime has been committed, or there's one going on, something like that, use 911. Other than that, feel free to use the non-emergency police number. I have that posted up by both registers and in the office. And I also have the numbers for help desk for any problems, but I have the numbers for across the street at Shelby store, and I have the Britain store's number posted as well, because it seems to be if it happens to one of us, it happens to three of us, since we're all so close. But if you have somebody who's creeping you out, you have somebody who's loitering, somebody who's trespassing, somebody who's, harassing people, any of these things, please use that number. If they start to complain about how many times we call, we'll deal with that. I'd rather deal with that than people not being able to take care of themselves the way they want to. So I want you to know that you are allowed to do that, and I also recommend that. Other than that, guys, I know we've been making a lot of progress on our duties, keeping the store standards. I appreciate every one of you. This is going to only continue to work because we all continue to show up. I need to address that and make that a point. I know there's a lot of uncertainty right now. I know the schools are out, but daycares are open for now. Sometimes they close. People with kids, people with parents are taking care of whatever it is. I still have to address the fact that everybody is expected to show up and work their scheduled shift. There is going to continue to be consequences. I know things are tricky right now, but this is something that is still going to be mandatory, and there will still be consequences. This is something I warned a couple months ago. This is something that I'm reporting to our market manager, Hiro, about, and he's reporting to his boss, our regional operations director, our big boss. She is the one calling the shots on this, but it is important, and I want you guys to know that it is something that's going on. So I appreciate everybody showing up. Thank you for listening to my rambling. I'm sorry I went on too long. Trust me, again, don't want to be doing a video, but this is better than all of us getting together. If you have any questions or concerns, you guys have my number. You guys know where to find me. Just let me know if there's anything, and I will see you all around. Thank you.